Welcome to another edition of the Free American. Ain't been keeping count, but I think I'm pushing about 25 years now. And recently, I guess I've been spreading out a bit. I've told people my show is available worldwide, freeamerican.com. And living up to what an astrologer told me about 40 years ago, 45 years ago, that my words would be reaching millions of people. And I hope that's true, because allow me to blow my own horn. I did say today was my show. I was appearing on today's show. I have a talent that I've had since before the first grade. I read. And not really testing this, but I read easily 1,000 words a minute. I used to go when I was 12 years old. I would take a bus downtown, go get about 10 science fiction books from the Fort Worth Public Library, and I'd bring them back home, and I'd sit in my room and I'd read them, take them back the next week and do the same thing. I do pretty much the same thing now with the internet, with the computer, with the writers out there whose words I've relayed onto you on the show when they're not available, John Kaminsky and others. And I've told you stories that you thought were radical because why? Because you didn't hear it on the mainstream news. And what I've tried to tell you over the last 25 or so years is that the mainstream news is part of the control, the mind control of the American people. And for the next 3 days, I'm going to share with you not a bunch of so-called conspiracy theorist words, but I'm going to give you the New World Order new words, the psychiatrist words, the spies words, the men with a conscience. I may take a few calls here. I'll do a little musical introduction, and let me tell you, you with the block number that shows up 1111111, I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to talk to you, and I will not allow you to stay and then listen to this show until you get a phone with a number. So as long as you show up on my show blocking your phone numbers, this is going to happen. You're going to be kicked off because you tick me off. I got certain rules. You go by them or you go to hell and get out of my room. And the first one of you that try to tell me how tall you are, how long your dick is, or any other bullshit or any mention about Bruce Jenner and his lying DNA, you will be kicked off this chat room, out of my room. Your numbers will be added to a list, but I probably won't post your numbers because you've stolen those numbers from law firms, and so I'm not going to help you. What you're doing is using me to fuck with them, so that ain't going to happen no more. And you gays, I found out this Robert that's going to tell everybody I didn't take my oath, and that I got raped by 7 Mexicans when I was 17 years old down in Acapulco. Beautiful place, I hear. Never been there. Never been raped. Nobody's ever touched me. I'm not gay. I don't like gays. I don't like a bunch of fucking queers. And they ain't going to interrupt my show. You mention any of these subjects, not what we're going to talk about. We're going to be talking about idiots, and the only reason you're getting on my show for just a second is to show what a fucking idiot sounds like, and then you'll be kicked off. Don't want to talk about any of that. I don't want to talk about you. And there's 2 things I don't like. I detest homosexuals. I hate child molesters. And I will turn you right over to the FBI as quickly as I can type, and I can type pretty goddamn fast. This show is going to stop being a little platform for your little perverted ideas and calling up trying to embarrass me and my guests. Now, first of all, you should understand, you queer motherfuckers can't embarrass me. You can go out and lie. You can tell everybody I got raped in jail, I did this, I did that. You're liars. They know you're liars. Everybody that was in jail with me knows the kind of man I am and knows you don't fuck with me. In jail, out of jail, and the police will tell you that too. Or if my friend Kent down in Louisiana told his teenagers, we were down in the swamp, and he found his 2 teenage boys hanging upside down under the house down there and the cabin down there on the Atchafalaya swamp. And he just pulled out his knife, cut them down. First things out of his mouth, he said, "Oh, you must have been fucking with Clay again, huh?" All right, we're going to take some calls here in just a second. 646, you're up. Who are you? Where are you?
Hey, Clay, it's John. How are you? I'm calling from New York.
Okay, my condolences. What's
Hey, Clay,
on your mind, John?
It's interesting you talked about that soothsayer that said that one day you'd be reaching 1 million people.
Yeah.
What else did he or she say? Has anything else they said come true?
Everything, pretty much.
Man, that's really interesting. Did she ever tell you that one day?
His name was Dan Fry. You might look him up. I'm pretty sure he's
Dan
dead.
Fry?
Because I'm 71, but he was Dan Fry out of Dallas.
Wow. Did Dan ever tell you that one day I'd strap a dog collar around your neck and walk you around?
No, as a matter of fact, he didn't, you homosexual, queer motherfucking punk.
Slap you in the ass.
Okay, 929. What kind of degenerate are you? I'd like to find a patriotic, intelligent American on this chat room, but seems like the cell phone technology went by him. Who are you? Where are you? 929.
Hey, Clay, how are you? Well, I'm just fine.
Try a good voice and speak to me and tell me who you are and what you want.
Can I take a strap on and shove it up your ass, you piece of red?
No, goodbye, you dumb motherfucker. And 513.
Hey, Clay, I just want to
513
say,
area code.
Clay, I'm tired of these trolls calling your show, and I just wanted to thank you for doing what you're doing.
Appreciate
And
that.
I appreciate that. I appreciate your support for Israel and the Jewish people. We
Well,
can't do it
okay,
without
so you, hup. I don't allow liars on my chat, on my room. You're a lying motherfucker. Fuck Israel. Fuck the Jews. They're a bunch of lying, goddamn pervert child killers. And they started every war. Mel Gibson was right. Fuck you. Okay, Los Angeles, 310. Who are you? What do you want?
Hello, Clay. How are you today?
I'm fine. Who are you? Why are you? Sound like Markov.
No, this here is Dylan.
Okay, Dylan. What do you want?
I'm calling today, Clay. I've listened to your show a couple days in a row. Now I'm getting calls from people with information about you, some of which is rather unflattering, but I don't believe what I hear.
Well, that's probably a good thing because they're lying motherfuckers.
Why do they troll you so much, Clay?
They're afraid of me. I tell you the truth. I tell you the truth about your government officials that bring all the drugs into this country. I tell you about Israel, what a criminal state it is. I tell you about that these fucking queers, homosexuals with their mind control that I'm going to be talking about on this show, their control of television and radio. They're scared to death that I'm going to get through to some of you brain dead listeners out there that go in and turn on the TV automatically and walk around and listen to it and get programmed. And I'm not programmed. Matter of fact, I'm one of the few people out there. First of all, I get my information from reading. Second of all, I have accumulated so much information and gone so deep in my own mind that I can't be hypnotized by their bullshit, by their methods.
Clay,
go ahead.
From what I've heard on the show, there's somebody responsible for claiming responsibility for these troll calls.
Yeah, Markov, a supposed Russian, a supposed agent. His head's swollen enough so he thinks he's responsible for any technical difficulty, and any fucking troll that wants to call on, he wants to take responsibility for it. Well, he can have all the responsibility he wants and take it, shove it up his ass. Nobody tells me what to do. Nobody threatens me.
Clay, I must be honest. This is not Dylan. This is Markov.
I know you are. I know what your fucking voice is, you ignorant motherfucker. You can't threaten me. I knew who you were right from the start. I know you, and of course you're going to say your name, Dylan, because you're a lying chicken shit motherfucker.
Nothing
That's
to
what
you,
I think of you, Markov. I blocked every number you've got. I blocked you so that you can't text me. And now I'm going to tell you, you've got about 30 seconds to tell me whatever information you want to get out to my people, because you ain't coming on my show no more, and you ain't going to fucking boss me around and threaten me anymore. You understand?
Here's some information for you. I've got intelligence that proves Elvis Presley did not die, as they claim, and he is actually alive with John Kennedy in a South Caribbean island.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for your information. I believe Elvis is still alive. I put him on my website. Let's see, I think that was about a month ago. All of your news is old, and you're wrong about Kennedy. They took his brain out there. He was too dangerous to let live. You're wrong about that. And I've also heard that your little gay little boyfriend over there you told him to write another story about me, another lying fucking story. And he didn't want, Robert is saying you've commissioned him to do another story on me, Perry, and you're an ignorant fucking pretend Russian cocksucker. You kiss my ass Markov, don't call into my shows no more. Goodbye. Shut the fuck up. You don't have a choice no more, you ignorant son of a bitch. You bullet. You dumb son of a bitch. One more time, 310.
Yeah, Colin, you were talking a lot about Caitlyn Jenner today in the whole artificial.
No, I wasn't talking about Caitlyn Jenner. You dumb son of a bitches. Goodbye, all of you. See you tomorrow. But I don't think I'll take any fucking calls because all of you are so fucked up in the head. You can go to kiss my ass. Maybe we can get some real sane people out there to listen to the show, tell their friends about it, and tell them I don't tolerate dumb fucking queers, gays on this show. FreeAmerican.com.